Hello everybody, Kristi Isais here. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I would love if you would consider subscribing by hitting that subscribe button and of course the notification bell to let you know when I drop new content. So today I want to talk to you guys about 5 tips to increase your credit score and to do it pretty quickly. So here we go. All right, tip number 1, pay your bills on time. This is number 1 for a reason, because it is the single most important thing that creditors look at when looking at everything for your credit score. It's the single most thing that is most important, and it can make your scores fall super fast. So late payments actually stay on your credit report for 7 years. I know, it's crazy, right? So no matter what else you do, if you're paying your payments late, that alone is going to not only keep your score low, but it can actually decrease it even more. So it's important to utilize the resources that you have with your bank or with that actual service provider to either do an automatic payment or even setting calendar reminders in your phone to remind you to pay it on time or early. And doing all of them kind of in a group to kind of help you stay on track would be advantageous for you to keep that credit score moving up and keeping it there. So that is tip number 1, pay your bills on time. Okay, and tip number 2, increase your credit limit. Let's just say your credit card right now is at $1,000 limit and you have it maxed out, but they are telling you that you can actually apply to get it up to $2,000 or $3,000. Go ahead and do that, because that's going to decrease your credit utilization rate, which will help your credit score. Now, don't increase it to go out and charge more stuff. Don't do that to yourself, because it would defeat the purpose. But if you have the ability to increase your credit limit and kind of, decrease that credit utilization, that is going to help you tremendously. So definitely do that if you have that resource available to you. All right, tip number 3 would be to pay your bills twice a month. Let's just say your mortgage. Instead of paying one flat payment, if you can make payments twice a month or bi-weekly when you get paid, it's actually going to help you in the long run, because you're going to pay less in interest. And you're typically going to pay about 1 or 2 extra payments a year, which is going to help you decrease principal. If it's not a mortgage, even let's just say it's a credit card, it's going to help you, chip away at that principal a lot faster. And it's also going to show, the creditors that you're making that extra step towards paying those down. It's definitely going to help you in more ways than one. So think about doing that, making twice a month payments versus once a month payment. All right. Tip number 4, do not apply for multiple lines of new credit at once. It will have a dramatic result in decreasing your credit score. So a perfect example is car dealerships. Don't do it. Don't walk in there and let them pull your credit, because they are going to have, up to 15 different banks fighting for your business, and they're all going to pull your credit, and you will see a dramatic decrease in your credit score. So definitely don't do that. It's not advantageous. Here and there is one thing. And another example is when you go to a department store and they're like, oh, you can save 20% today by applying for a credit card. Would you like to do that? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, because every time you allow them to pull your credit, it's going to have a negative impact. You're going to have to use your best judgment on what you need that credit for. Is it advantageous for you to get it? Things of that nature. So use your best judgment, but definitely don't go getting 10 credit cards at once or walking into a dealership and letting them pull your credit. Do so, get a loan before you go shop for a car through your bank or your credit union. It's always the best way to go. All right, and tip number 5, this is as if all else fails, right? Or if you just have a wonderful relationship with a family member or a friend, you can add yourself as an authorized user to their credit card or their account. Now, this has to be somebody who is already in excellent credit standing, and basically their credit, by adding you as an authorized user, is definitely going to help you. Now, it needs to be a mutually beneficial trust on both sides. You obviously need to do right by them, and they need to have that good credit and do right by you. So it would be a last resort, but it's definitely something that can help boost your credit very quickly and be a wonderful boost to what you're trying to do with either a credit building or credit jump. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. If this was beneficial in any way, shape, or form, please hit that like button. And of course, the comment section is all yours. I'm here, if you guys have any questions or concerns or comments, I'm always an open book. Feel free to reach out to me at the contact information listed below as well. But hope you're all having a wonderful day. Take care.